This is probably only about the fourth time I've had the courage to lead a meditation. I did readings at our services for years and years and years, but I never felt worthy to lead uh, meditations because I have such a struggle meditating. I just go 100 miles an hour and I never slow down. So how can I actually try to lead you in a meditation? But then last winter, when I was out dancing in a park near me, I discovered on Dancing Under the Stars that it was a meditative state. It was beautiful. Anyway, I continued the practice in this park, and most recent experience, I think it was, is when I wanted to lead you on a journey of, because it was just really kind of fabulous and surprising. So if you bear with me, I want to take you where I went, and close your eyes if you want to visualize it. I live about 2/10 of a mile from a county park known as Loon Feather Point. And it's only open to the public between Memorial Day and Labor Day. And then it's sealed off and nobody can get into it, except those of us who walk into it and ignore the fact that it's not open to the public. As you enter the park, there's a walkway that leads toward the parking lot. It goes by a restroom facility, goes by two picnic areas, which is what makes it so popular during the summer. And then as you go further into the park, you're on a kind of winding path that leads down to the lake. It's Ford Lake. And what I prefer to do, I can dance anywhere in the park during the off season because there's hardly anyone there. But as I go further down this pathway, I'm led into this structure or this pathway that goes out over the lake. I like to call where I landed the stand on the lake in the park. It's there that I set up my music and dance to it. Usually there's about 8 songs, and usually they're pretty rocking songs because that's what I love to dance to. But Laura and I conspired to give you some music that you can probably meditate to, not dance furiously to. As I was dancing this 3 months ago in September, it was kind of a brisk day. There was a wind that was flowing. It wasn't cold, but it was notable. And I was dancing, I usually dance to about 8 songs, and I think it was on the 3rd song I looked up into the sky and saw what I first took to be geese, thinking they were probably flying south. But they weren't flying south, they were flying east to west. And there was 2 or 3 of them. And they kept their flight path. It took a little more study, and I realized these weren't geese at all. These were seagulls. And they just kept coming. I couldn't see that they were circling around and coming back. There was just 3 of them, then 5 of them, then 9 of them, then 2 of them, then 1 of them. For probably 15 minutes, there was just a perpetual flow of these wonderful seagulls. And as I looked up, I love to look out over the lake, and that's why I dance on this stand. It's surrounded by guardrails, and there's no way that anyone could fall. Many people fish from this spot, but I always prefer to dance. And again, I have the park to myself, so it was me and the seagulls. And the more I studied what they were doing, I realized, I didn't see them circle back. There was just this flow, and by the time the last one came, I thought there must be 150 of them I've seen. And I studied a few of them enough to realize they were just enjoying the wind. They were letting the wind be captured under their wings. And as I was dancing on the ground, they were dancing in the sky. It was a beautiful experience, one I'll never forget. And another great occasion for meditation on the wonderful world we live in. I don't much seek out nature. I'm too busy dancing, but on this day, nature and I collided, and it was a beautiful experience. I hope you're dancing along with me. I never stopped dancing. The seagulls finally stopped coming. I continued dancing until my 8 songs were in, and then I just packed up my gear and went back home. But it was a beautiful experience. I hope you shared some of it. Thank you.